It's your boy Khadar back again with another banging video. And today, yeah, firstly, guys, I'm gonna do this like every video now. I've had enough. Like I've actually had it up to here. I've had it up to here. Like, guys, take 10 seconds to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out using your nose only. So like literally 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. So genuinely, like I just want to advocate for like people like actually like focusing on their breathing, because a lot of people, like I mentioned in the last video, go watch that video again if you haven't watched it. Guys, breathing is so important. You could literally change your life just like that if you just start like breathing and like focusing on your breath, taking deep breaths in. Like a lot of people are so snappy and stressed out. They go work and they're already thinking about like tomorrow and like what they're gonna do when they get home and stuff like that. They can't be in the present moment, and that's why a lot of people like make like I I'm going by myself. Like I'm someone that's very clumsy. I am very clumsy. Like, but after I started like meditating and like not really meditating, but like taking like deeper breaths and like being more mindful of my actions and stuff like that, then I just started becoming better. Like I like just being in the present moment and like actually being more focused. Like look at right now, like I'm looking right into your eyes, like deep into your like your inner state, and like you're probably shivering of nervous. No, okay. Guys, literally though, but let's not like turn a blind eye. It's so important. Like breathing is so important, and I heavily can't even speak English anymore. I heavily encourage you to like work on your breathing because it's so important. Now, with no further ado, as you can see on the bottom left of your screen, I forgot his name, but I think it's like Michael Laney Jr. This guy is so funny, and he's a like Christian comedian. And I was like, you know what? Like I saw this video on like YouTube, and I was like, you know what? Like I keep making like serious topics and stuff like that, and I need to actually like be more like, just like more laid back, and like let's actually sit back and laugh and like actually have some fun. Like it's not always like, oh, Israel is like, oh, there's war here. Oh my days, guys, this bad thing just happened. Oh my gosh, this music celebrity is doing the worst thing ever. Oh my days, did you see what just happened the other day on the news? Oh my gosh, guys, you like not always we need to be like more like humorous, like have some fun as well. Like 24 hours a day, you can't just be like just focused on like being serious. Like you have to take a break. You need to sit back, unwind, relax. So here I am bringing this video. I'm still waffling. Let's get straight into this video, guys. With no further ado, it's been your boy Paul Khadar. Peace out. No, I'm joking. I'm not going anywhere. Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Well, why y'all stop clapping? I don't understand what this. I'm just understand. So we're gonna have some fun. My name is Michael Jr. I'm gonna do some jokes. But they're not gonna start right away though. I just want to point that out. So, because for me, comedy is like it's like dating somebody that you really, really like, you know. And I don't want to rush this, you know. I used to do that. I used to come up on stage. I would do a joke right away, jump right in, you know, but I got hurt, man, so, you know. And let's be honest, right? I'm sure you've seen a lot of comedians in your day. You know, I know I've had my share of audiences, you know. But it didn't last. So I want this to be different, so. We're doing comedy at a church. Like, how's this gonna work out, really? I mean, some people are like, I just came to see this thing explode. What's so amazing about doing comedy at church, when I was a kid, laughing at church was illegal. You couldn't laugh at church. I remember one time laughing at church because this lady was jumping around and her wig fell off. Yo, that stuff was funny. Her wig fell off, and then I laughed. My grandmother would pinch and twist. I can understand a pinch. You gonna twist? That's the devil. Church was the worst. Oh my goodness. Church lasts like 6 hours. Dude on stage is mad at everybody. I can't figure out why he's so angry. 7 years old, I figured out why he was so angry. He was angry because he had some phlegm caught in his throat. So at the end of every sentence, he'd try to get it out. He'd be like, the Lord said, act like you. I'm like, Grandma, he need to gargle, Grandma. I'm 7 years old, man. Church lasts 6 hours, too. Then we go in the basement and eat a sandwich and come back up. I'm like, what was that, a halftime or something? Actually, I'm gonna be real with you. There's enough black people here. It was always chicken. Why we always gotta eat chicken? Every single time. I know, I had to tell them. I'm sorry, we had church, you know? And tuna. At the end of church, they would ask us, they'd always be like, so you wanna go, after this, we all gonna go to the sister church. I don't even like the brother church. One time I get to church, 7 years old, there's a dead body in the front. It's a funeral. Nobody explains that to a 7-year-old Michael Jr. I'm thinking that's how they roll. Like every 3 weeks or so, they bring a dead body in as an example or something. And the dude on stage yell at everybody in the audience like they the ones that did it. I remember asking my grandmother, I'm looking for some explanation. I'm like, Grandma, what happened to the man in the box? What happened to the man in the box? Her whole explanation was, he in a better place. I'm like, what kind of box did he live in before? Dude on stage said he went to see the king. That was his whole explanation. He went to see the king. Ha! I don't understand what that meant. They didn't even call the kids choir up to sing. I was in the kids choir, not because I wanted to be in the kids choir. I was in the kids choir because I was a kid. And it was a requirement. And what song we got to sing? Soon and very soon, we are gonna see the king.
No, that's a throwback.
I don't want to see the king.
Oh, that went over my head. That went over my head. Oh my days, that was funny.
See the king. You ever go to a funeral and people always talking about the person in the box like they sure he going to heaven? And then they tell you that, and then the people get up there, they always talking about him. And last thing you know, like the dude stabbed 3 people and he never prayed one time in his life. And all of a sudden, everybody like he going to heaven. He's like, I'm sure Uncle John is looking down at me right now, and he's a little tears going down his eye. I'm like, he probably looking up at you right now. Listen, that's a sweat bead, is what it is. A sweat bead rolling on. I just made that up right now. I just made that up. Even as a kid, growing up, we were poor. We weren't even poor, we were po. We couldn't afford the other letters, man.
Wait, what?
We couldn't afford the other letters, man. We weren't even poor, we were po. We couldn't afford the other letters, man.
Oh, this guy's funny.
We had no money. I was actually being sponsored by a family from Haiti. When you're poor, your creativity excels. Like it really, really excels. I remember I wanted an action figure when I was 10 years old. I wanted an action figure so bad. My birthday came along. My dad hands me a box. I open it up. It's empty. He said, it's Invisible Man. I was like, that is awesome. I played with that thing for like 3 weeks, man. So my brother hid it from me. Couldn't find it nowhere, man. I knew he took it. We played games. We just made up games. We played this one game called Talk About You. The instructions were to just talk about you. That's all we did. We talked about each other. My friends would talk about me and be like, Michael Jr., you got some big feet. And I was good at this game. I was like, oh, yeah? Well, you so dark-skinned. I bet if you ride a motorcycle, you get a ticket for tinted windows.
Hey, you know what I like?
It's hilarious. White people looking.
Hey, you know what I like about this guy? He just keeps a straight face when he's telling jokes. So it's like, the joke might not even be that funny, but he's just having a straight face. So like, it's like, it just makes it funnier. Like, if I tell a joke and I have a straight face, like, I don't know, it's just something about it that just makes it more funny. This guy is hilarious. I'll play a couple more minutes and then I'm going to end the video. I don't want this video to be too long. You can find this video on YouTube. It's called Michael Jr. Christian Comedy Full Stand-Up Show. This guy is hilarious. Oh my God.
For black people, make sure they can laugh. Is it okay?
Yeah, look, missed that.
People make sure they.
I missed that.
It's hilarious. White people looking for black people, make sure they can laugh. Is it okay? It's okay? You sure? No?
Oh, that's jokes.
We ain't had no money, man. My parents would buy us some stuff, but they couldn't pay for everything. Like, we had the game Operation, right? We ain't had no batteries. Then my cousin came over and he figured out a way how to plug it into the wall, right? It's a whole nother game now, man. Operation Roulette is what we called it. It was Operation Roulette. We just played one time. We played one time. I was like, nah, I don't want to play. I was like, it ain't my turn. Somebody else better go. It ain't my turn. I ain't going. Actually, you know what? I made that up. We weren't poor when I was a kid. I just said that because some jokes are funnier. Some jokes are funnier from a poor perspective. I'm gonna prove it right now. Here's a great example. I'm gonna tell you the exact same joke from a prosperous perspective. Watch what happens. When I was a kid, my parents bought us the game Operation, and we played it. So. It's not as funny, is it? It's better if I was poor, so. I'm excited. Me and my wife just had a new baby. Yeah. Well, that's how they come. He's new. My wife wanted to go to the prenatal classes, right? And I'm like, why I gotta go to class? You pregnant, I pass. You know what I'm saying? Like a teacher class or something. I don't know what you want me to do, but I went to the class because I love my wife, right? And I'm afraid that they're gonna play the video. I don't wanna watch the video. I'm looking for Bible verses against the video. And then the doctor tries to throw in perks. The doctor was like, so listen, during birth, would you like to catch the baby? Catch the baby doing what? What are you talking about? I said, no. If you want to, you can catch the baby. I'm like, isn't that your job to catch the baby? Do I get a discount if I catch the baby? What are you gonna be doing while I'm catching the baby? You went to school to catch the baby. I do comedy. I shouldn't be catching the baby. Anybody here ever caught the baby before? Anybody ever caught the baby? Anybody dropped the baby? Anybody dropped the baby? I asked that question one time, a lady raised her hand. I'm like, you caught your own baby? What does that look like? Raw. Raw. I'm not sure why I growl when I tell that story. It's weird because I can't even tell the story without growling. I'm gonna try it again. Raw! Like it happened every time. I don't understand it.
No, this guy is jokes.
And ultrasounds come in color now. Did you know that? Which is ridiculous. I know it's a black baby. It better be a black baby. Yo, what if you didn't know your baby's nationality until you got an ultrasound? That would change a lot, right? Conversations would change, right? People would be like, so what do you want? What do you guys want? You're like, well, we were kind of hoping for, maybe a Native American, college is so expensive, We just wanted to... And now with the new baby, we're to the point now where she sleeps through the night, which is great because I was so tired of getting up at like 3 a.m. to wake up my wife. No, I'll get up with the baby. I always get up with the baby, and I would take care of the baby and make sure she had all her stuff. And I also would talk to her about how much I love her mom and how beautiful her mom is because I think it's important that a child feel that security. You know what I'm saying? Plus, the baby monitor was on, so.
Hey, on that note, guys, I'm gonna end the video there. This guy is hilarious. Like I said, if you wanna find him, his name is Michael Jr. Hilarious guy. I'm probably gonna finish this video on my ones, but like, thank you guys so much for like listening and stuff like that. Don't forget, keep breathing, guys. Genuinely, it's so important. Like a lot of people, like literally, I see people like holding their breath, like I literally see people like literally just, and they're not breathing through their nose. You can see they're not breathing through their belly. Even worse, I see people breathing with their chest. Guys, always remember when you're breathing, breathe with your belly, your stomach, because that you actually get that air intake, the air inflow, and then when you breathe out, like thoroughly. If you want, you can breathe out through your mouth, like, because then you actually have like a longer, like your breathe out needs to be longer than the breathe in. I'm not like a scientist or anything. I'm not like a doctor or anything. But like I've just done some research on it, and it actually like alleviates stress and stuff like that. Like like genuinely, you don't want to live a life where you're like stressed out. Like no one wants to live a life like stress, high blood pressure and stuff like that. So like just focus on these little things. It's been your boy Paul Khadar. Love you guys all. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out.